Hello everybody and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. In today's episode, we are going to be driving my own truck here that I just bought very recently, and thankfully we don't have to do quick jobs anymore. So I got around $80,000 and picked this truck up for I think I want to say around 65,000, and it is a mod. It's not a official truck from the SCS, but this, I would have to say, this is my favorite truck of all time. The 389, that or the 379. It kind of differs, but either way, I had around $80,000 when I bought this, so I was able to customize it and stuff like that. So let's get right into it today, and I've already got a job lined up. We are in Las Vegas right now, and there are 24,000 pounds worth of cars that need to go from Las Vegas to Bakersfield. So I am using the Logitech wheel today, finally, like I said I would, and we're just bobtailing it right now, which, if you don't know, means to basically you're not carrying a trailer for the most part. That's how it works. So I will get back to you once we are near the destination. Alrighty, so we are coming up on the dealership, it looks like, for a bunch of cars. So we will take this job, and now trailers are right there, so I'm going to go, whoops, just stalled it there. What am I doing? Oops. My bad. Turn the other way. Gotta kind of get used to using a wheel again. I haven't used a wheel for a while. There we go. Should be able to back right, straight up. Kind of a weird place to put a trailer, if you ask me. Right in between a bunch of other cars, but it seems for a very easy pickup. Sorry about that. You will be hearing a little bit of noise from my, whoops, my bad, from my wheel setup and my shifter, and let's try not to jump the curve, but I think that's going to be inevitable. Yep. Alright, so let's get going here. Oh, guess we gotta stop. There's no real stop sign, but... Alright, sorry about that. I had to jump away from the computer for a second. See if we're not clear on this side. Okay, you're just turning. So I'm gonna go for it. Whoops. Go. Don't. Okay. Yep, go ahead and pull out. Okay, I definitely need to be in that lane. Kind of cut him off. Ah, shoot. Didn't want to do that, but oh well. Back into fourth gear. And jump the curve a little bit, because I'm still getting used to driving with the wheel again. So yeah, apologies in advance for the noise of the wheel and shifter and things like that. Oh, do I? Okay, there we go. For some reason I thought my 8th gear was gone. So, let me know any ways I can improve on... Oh, okay. Any ways I can improve on these kind of videos. Alright, getting going. And I'm going to need to be in that far left lane. Can you let me go? No? Okay. Go, please. Oh my god. Okay, don't go in front of me, buddy. 'Cause if you're not gonna go, I definitely am. 'Cause I'm carrying 26,000 pounds, about 13 tons worth of cars, plus the weight of my truck itself. So, yeah, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. I mean, so let me know what I should do for these kind of videos, because I'm sure these videos on their own aren't too entertaining. I mean, if you ask me, I see this game as more of a play rather than watch game. Well, I'm like that with quite a few games, honestly. So it's hard to say that about just this single game. But let me know what I could do to make it more interesting, or something like that. Like, would you rather see me do like 10 loads, 10 jobs in like one video, or like in cut lot, or you know, just give me some suggestions. What is that limo doing? Oops, not 3rd gear. 5th gear. 6th. 7th. Sure that we don't have anyone. Okay, we're good. So this is only a 10-speed truck. I would like to get at least a 13-speed, or maybe even an 18-speed. I think you can get a 16-speed even with this. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look at it. But I'd like to get something better, not better than a 10-speed, but something to where I have a lot more flexibility. Now, if you're unfamiliar with how gearing works, basically, you've got a certain ratio. Each gear has its own different, like, ratio. Now, you're usually, let's say in a regular, I'll use a regular car for example. Let's say there's a 4-speed transmission in a, I don't know, Mustang, like what's up there on that left lane. And you decide, okay, like, first gear is it takes way too long to shift into second when you're in first gear, which is a problem sometimes. It all kind of depends. But let's say that's a problem. Let's say first gear, you can go up to 100 miles an hour in first gear, which is very unlikely, and that's probably really bad gearing. But, you know, it's plausible. It can happen. And so basically you have your, let's use a Jake brake here just a little bit. I'm gonna just scoot over here because this guy's going a little bit slow. But let's say your first gear is let's say your first gear is at a 3.7 ratio or something, which is incredibly long. But let's just say it is. So you don't want your gears to be too long. For the most part, you want your taller gears, which is in like first to sixth or fourth or whatever. So like fourth would be your tallest gear if we were using this manual 4-speed as an example. So fourth gear would be your tallest gear, which should be your shortest. Well, no, longest, sorry. I'm thinking of when you're changing the gear ratios, the lower the number, the shorter the gear is. So I was thinking, or no, the lower the number, the longer the gear is. Sorry. See, I was getting confused. Either way, so if you had a first gear, whoa, sorry, I almost probably was gonna look like I was gonna run into that Nissan truck there. But if you had, okay, so if you had a really long first gear and you had to get up to 100 miles an hour to actually get into second gear, which once again is very unlikely. But if you had to, your first gear is way too long of a gear, which means by long I mean it takes way too long to change into second gear. Now, let's say like a normal gearing would be, let's say first gear has, I don't know any numbers off the top of my head, but usually your first gear has the highest number and it's usually the shortest. Your second gear a little bit longer, third gear a little bit longer, fourth gear a little bit longer, and so on. Now, with a truck like this, it's the same way, except trucks do not have, if you can see on the left side on that big tachometer there, your RPMs, it's like, it says 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever. This truck won't reach that 30 mark, and you might think, oh, well, is it 30,000 RPM, or like, what does that mean? Now, in a regular, like, car, well, we're gonna have to get off here. Let's use the Jake brake now. Just gonna put up our own brake. I'm not really shifting, but not a big deal. Go back into fourth. But in a car, you can reach higher RPMs a lot faster. I mean, you, like, in a truck, like those 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, are times 100. So 15 times 100 is 1500. So, like right now, usually I just try to shift around 2000 RPM in this truck. If you tried to shift 2000 RPM in a car, you're probably only going about 10 miles an hour. Well, a little bit. It depends on what kind of car. You know, look at all these tumbleweeds. But in a truck, you don't have enough RPM to have the, I guess, flexibility of a car. Like, where in a car, plus a truck is not going to go that fast anyway. You can see the speedometer the top speed says 80 miles an hour, and I've reached 80 miles an hour, but it's not very often when I do. I usually keep it around, the highest I think I'll go is around 70, And that kind of depends too. I mean, especially if you're in California, the truck limit is 55. Although right now I have it to where the car limit is shown, just because I think it's a little bit easier. I mean, because to be honest, the truck limit is kind of slow. I mean, and you know, I do it more for the sake of the video and like having fun, because that's kind of what all video games are all about. And I don't want to be bored, basically. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, oh, well, you're just driving, that's kind of boring, but like, I like driving. I enjoy driving. So, okay, I think we're gonna have to slow up here. I think, yeah, we're getting into Bakersfield now. I'm gonna keep it kind of slow. But either way, 40, and then I think it's gonna go to 30. Nope, it's gonna jump up to 65. Okay. I think, no, I do think it goes back down to 30. Using a jake brake there isn't kind of really gonna do anything, but yeah, it does go down to 30. Okay, let's slow down a little bit here. 30 seems a little bit slow too, but you know, you are in like a town or city or whatnot, so it makes sense. Just gonna push in the clutch here. No point to be. Alright. I think we can. If this person in front of me gets going, there we go. So we didn't even have to really stop at all. So yeah. It'd probably be best explained by someone who... I better let that guy over. Otherwise, he's gonna run into me, and I don't want that to happen. So, it's probably best explained by probably a Wikipedia article, to be honest, because that's going to go into a lot more depth with how gearing works and all that. So, I might like post a link to some Wikipedia article or something like that. That way, if you guys are interested, which, you know, hopefully you are, because that's what I'm interested in, and it's kind of what my channel not revolves around, but the content is in the games I play have to do with cars and trucks and mechanics and that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, I'll leave it there, and yeah. And we'll put it in a 6th here. Put it all the way up to the 7, 8. Better get going there, buddy. Mr. Town and Country. Now I will post some mods in the description too that I'm using, in case you guys are playing American Truck Simulator and you'd like to know what kind of mods I'm using. I am using an AI car pack. So, like right next to us on our left, we're gonna get a Chevy Blazer. There's a, I think the Avalanche, I think is what it's called, the Chevy. There's a, get off this exit. There's, let's see, Town and Country, as you saw, that almost didn't really let us on the highway. And I believe there's a motorcycle too. There's quite a bit, really. Put it down in 4th. Scoot by here. Okay, that too, that Ford service kind of truck there. That's one of them. Let's not clip that sign. Okay, we're good. yeah, well, look at those horses over there. That's kind of an odd thing to put into a trucking game, but you know, it's all right. I don't mind it. Now, I am gonna really have to get back into using a wheel for playing this game because it's not very. I mean, I need to get back into the groove of things. 'Cause I haven't used a wheel in a little while. As you know, the past few ATS videos, I've been using the Xbox One controller and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use the wheel. I'm gonna use the wheel. I'm gonna use the wheel." Blah blah blah, and I lied like 2 or 3 times. So I apologize for that. But now you guys finally have that. And hopefully you enjoy it. So, I mean, if you'd rather see me use an Xbox controller, or, you know, anything else really, I will. I mean, if you enjoy watching like, even if you don't care what I use, then, you know, just let me know. So we are here, and I'm gonna put it down in a second here. And, ooh, you know, let's try it. Let's try it. I think this one should be fairly easy. Let's see, I think we should be able to pull up right in here. And then put it in reverse. Whoops, kind of jumped that there. Okay, turn her back. And that's definitely not happening. Alright, let's try it again. I'm gonna go kind of over here. I'll pull right straight into this thing, and we'll see then how it goes. Whoops, wrong way. Kind of want to get the most out of this. I think I turned this one right. Yep. Yes, sirree. Oop. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. We're good. We're good. Let's see. Yeah, this is not happening. Yeah, not happening. So, I got a great idea. Let's turn this wheel the other way. Whoops, sorry. Wrong button. Wrong button. We're gonna come over here and completely miss that, mind you. And we're actually, it'd probably be easier to come over it like this. Coming out wide, really wide. I'm gonna make a complete U-turn back into here. Then we go back into this and do the Let's Play safe. Because, oops, and I stalled it. My bad. Okay. So, as you know, I'm not very good at backing up. So, well, I mean, I can back up, but that's a little bit difficult. That one is. So, if you have any tips for, like, backing up and those kind of, okay. So, that should be good. So we just disconnect the trailer, and that's it. So yeah, let me know if you have any tips on backing up and stuff like that. Alright, so we delivered cars from Las Vegas to Bakersfield and we drove 324 miles. It took us exactly 8 hours. We consumed 59.1 gallons of fuel and we got $7,823 and nearly 400 XP, and we are level 8 enthusiast. So, let me know if you like this video by leaving a like or dislike, and please comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.